People evolve, and so does your heart. So here's what to look out for decade by decade. In your 20s, these are the practice years. These are the years where you want to build heart-healthy habits, including an appropriate diet, regular exercise, not smoking, and limiting alcohol consumption. When you're in your 30s, things start to matter a little more. This is where you really want to be careful of your weight, you want to control stress, and you want to get a baseline in terms of things like blood pressure, lipids, and your glucose tolerance. Once you get to your 40s, this is a big decade. In fact, I often tell a lot of my patients that this is the big fork in the road. People who treat themselves well and do a great job in their 40s can do well for a large portion of their life. Those who don't take care of themselves in their 40s oftentimes will start to develop heart disease in the latter part of the decade. And in fact, in this decade, you want to be much more in tune with what's happening with your body and your heart. And that includes seeing doctors and potentially a cardiologist at this stage. Once you get to your 50s, you want to be sure that you're regularly plugged in with the healthcare system. This includes not just your primary, but potentially also a cardiologist and other ancillary services, which can include a dietitian, perhaps a personal trainer, or some form of formalized guidance so that you can stay on a heart-healthy pathway. It's also a decade where if you have medical conditions like hypertension or hyperlipidemia, you want to manage those well, and you also want to look at potentially pursuing specific diagnostic tests to make sure that you're staying heart healthy. The point of this is to say that your heart health matters at every decade of your life. And this is a point that we used to overlook in the past that now we are much more in tune with. And in fact, early lifestyle interventions can reduce your heart disease risk by up to 50% later in your life.